This is going to be a bit of a all over the show kind of topic, but I've been doing a lot of research into ritual use, and I've come across a few names that I feel like I should share if anyone's interested in just going deeper into this. So I'll just explain. I've always kind of questioned like a lot of stuff growing up. Not deeply. I'm not a smart person. I don't think I'm smart. I'm just like, I've been lied to so many times that I don't really trust anything at face value. So I always investigate it, even though I'm usually way behind the curve. It's just unfortunate. But a few things I've come across. I've been watching a lot of stuff about satanic ritual use, ritual sacrifice, and like a few other things. And like, I've been going down this kind of rabbit hole for a long time. I've been kind of interested in it for ages, but I've never really, like, over the past few months, just been really going deep. This is why you've not really heard a lot from me, just because this is like, it's taking up too much of my time. I'm not even really eating anymore or anything. It's not good. I need to stop for a while. But I have to share this. I seen a video about this woman called Arizona Wilder, and she was talking about her experiences, and a lot of what she was saying was kind of like almost a one-to-one of my experiences in the Freemason church. And I'm going to do a whole deep dive into that, like the fact that the Mormon church was formed in 1830, around about the time when Tartaria fell, around about the time of the rise in mental institutions and like all these things. And if you even look up some of the history of like Joseph Smith's family, like he was always well connected on the other side of the ocean to like Freemasons in Europe, and he was actually instructed to create this church. So I'm gonna do research into that. I'm gonna be trying to connect some dots, because I think I can kind of I can explain a bit better, because I grew up in the Mormon church. I understand the way these people think. I understand their viewpoints, and not a lot of Mormon people make it out intact. Some do. To be honest, many of the people I know who've left the church are actually women, which is very interesting. But I left, and I'm kind of a certain mind, shall we say. Like, I understand what's going on. I understand the modern deception of the modern state of Israel. I understand a lot of this stuff. And yesterday was the full moon, and it got really intense when I was researching a lot of this stuff. Basically, like, I have been having such bad stomach problems, man, and like, oh dude, it's like I don't eat that much because I don't want to eat, and I don't even want to take my meds anymore. I don't want to do any of that stuff. I just want to learn. I want to know. And so I'm going to be going in to a kind of research mode where I'm going to be trying to see if I can tie any connections to the Mormon church. I like to call it the Church of the Freemason, Church of the 33rd. You know, it's no coincidence that Charlie Kirk was killed in Utah at that place, and I think he was killed near a park called Park Zion or something like that. Like, there are no coincidences here. Everything is ritualistic and has a purpose, and I can like instinct, like in my heart, I know that there's something wrong, but I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to talk to other people about it. I can't talk to none of my family. And a couple of things that have kind of like come up in my head since so just a little update. I do CBT, for psychosis. So like even then, like I might even just be fucking crazy. I don't know, but like I don't think so, man. I don't fucking think so, because shit ain't right anymore, dude. I like since I was 16, since 2012, shit is just not right. Like since I turned 16, my life went to shit. Like all the stuff happened to me. You know, I was homeless for a little while. Like my parents, like they used to. I'll talk about that another time. But basically, like it all started around there, 2012, and then in 2014, that's when I started like seeing stuff and like shadows and whatnot. And I'm gonna talk about my visit from the Top Hat Man. But a lot of people actually know about that. One of my old friends, I used to tell him about that. Like I used to say, man, I'm always being followed by shadows and all the time, and like they want me for something. And the thing is, I don't believe I'm any bloodline or anything like that, dude. I don't believe that it's possible that I could be, because I don't have the traits for it. Like I don't have the eyes. I don't have blue eyes. And man, I'm pretty fired up at the fact that like this shit always happens. Like me not eating, my stomach is fucking killing me, dude. Oh, sorry. I want to throw up now, but I have to know, and I don't know if when I'm gonna release another video, but this is just an update on what I'm doing. I did make a post saying I would make a kind of chill video about New Vegas, like a showcase, so that will come out in addition to this one. But I don't know when I'm gonna post again, because I need to really just zero in on a few things. My mind is like everywhere at the moment. But there again, I feel like I'm gonna throw up, dude. I don't know. And I feel like I'm being watched. Like there's people around me that, I don't know how to explain this, but they are kind of like always trying to gauge what I'm doing, where I'm going. Like I feel like when I leave the house, if I do leave, there's like people watching me, dude. And today I'm gonna basically, like when I woke up, I said to myself, I need to eat. I need to get shopping, because I didn't have any food in the fridge, because I haven't been eating. I haven't been doing anything to take care of myself or anything like that. And I went to the shop, and I drove to the shop, and as I was driving, I was listening to this woman, Arizona Wilder, talk about stuff. And then I also listened to another woman called Kathy O'Brien. But basically this woman, Arizona Wilder, she looks exactly like my mother, man. She looks exactly like my mother, dude. And that shit scared the crap out of me, because I don't know how that's possible. I don't know how the fuck that's possible, dude. And when I got to the shop, my internet cut off, so I couldn't listen as I got to one of the parts that I was really starting to get into. And then I did my shopping, and basically, like in certain shops, you can get like a club card where you can get rewards and stuff. So I went to do my shopping after listening to the stuff in the car, and I was just like operating on pure instinct. Like, I gotta get this food, and I gotta get the fuck home, and then I gotta do more research. But as I got to the counter, the like self-checkout to pay for stuff, my app didn't work. And when I say it didn't work, like it didn't open. I was standing there for 10 minutes. I had to delete the app, download it, open it up, and then I had to sign in again. And the thing is, I don't forget my passwords, bro, but my password was wrong. So I was standing there and people were looking at me and I was getting frustrated trying to like sign in so I could get my like savings and stuff. And eventually I was like, fuck this. I just paid for it and I went down back to the car. And as I got back to the car, I was like, no, I have to sign into this fucking thing. And it worked the first time. I didn't change my password or anything. I managed to sign in. And I was like, what the fuck? So I sat there for a bit and I had a cigarette. And there was 2 cars in the lot and both of them, their alarms went off. So I couldn't concentrate. And it was kind of to me, I was getting distressed because I was kind of already frustrated. And now I'm sitting here and these cars are going off near me. And I'm just like, I can't listen to this video anymore because I was about halfway. And eventually I was like, fuck this, I have to go. And as I left, dude, there was this old woman standing in the middle of the fucking road. So I couldn't drive away. And I didn't want to hoot or anything like that. But I was like, what is going on here, man? Like, there's something going on to me. And yeah, I don't know what the fuck. Because I actually do hope I'm crazy, bro. I fucking just hope that it's all just in my head, but I know it's not, dude. It's not. There is shit going on. There's shit that goes on in the Mormon church that normal people aren't aware of. These families, these Mormon families, are very weird. They don't think too deep about almost anything. Excuse me. And basically, a lot of these families are isolatory, so normal people aren't privy to what goes on in these houses. But my childhood was fucking rough, dude. Like, I never had any privacy. I was always being blamed and punished for the like stupidest shit. You know, my stepfather used to abuse me, and I don't mean in a sexual way, but he used to pinch me, and then like it hurt me in ways that I couldn't talk about it, like I couldn't prove it or nothing. And I'm starting to remember all this fucking shit, dude. And I don't know if I was like born and then these people were sent to try and destroy me from a young age, because that's what it feels like, bro. It feels like my whole life I've gone around and like unwanted, like my mother's fucking blind, deaf and dumb, wasn't aware of what I was going through. My stepfather is an evil man. I think he's fucking one of them. To be honest. And like, it's no coincidence that I'm here in this position, that I went through all that I went through. Like, I was forced to take Ritalin when I was young. They used to hold me down and force it down my throat. But before I did that, when I was young, I was involved with a special psychologist, and she was like she was doing all these tests to see like how powerful my brain was. No joke, because this is what I heard later on. I was doing these like tests because they wanted to see how old your brain is compared to your actual physical age. And this shit reminds me of something I heard of a year ago called the GATE program. And that as well, that's all hush hush. But if you are even slightly spiritual or involved in esotericism, you know, that side of like learning, you will on a certain level believe that these things exist. I believe in psychic abilities. I believe in astral projection. I believe that your dreams hold the key to a lot of the shit that goes on in your life. It can't be coincidence. It just can't be. So yeah, I just want to say, if anyone hasn't listened to this woman, Arizona Wilder, please go listen to her. There's 2 videos I would recommend. One where she did an interview with David Icke. I think this was in 1998 or 1999. And then there's a separate one. Now this other one that I'm going to say is probably the one you should watch, because she's giving a speech. It's about an hour and 40 minutes. The quality is so low, but you just need to hear what she's saying. You don't even really need to watch. I couldn't find the full video on YouTube because it goes up from part 1 to 10, but part 8 is missing. It's not there. the 10 minutes of part 8 are gone, but I found it on Facebook. So if you just type in Arizona Wild on reptilian rulers and you click on the videos, look for a video that's about an hour and 43 minutes, okay? Watch that shit, all right? Pay close attention, because and I think as well, like a lot of the she is still programmed even when she's talking, so she's not even revealing as much as she should, because you're not really allowed to, but she's revealing a lot, and this stuff has to be taken seriously, very seriously, especially with all these missing scientists. David Wilcock was murdered on the 20th of April, on the Führer's birthday. I listened to the police call about that, and even the way the police are saying, oh, he just shot himself, like that just doesn't fucking happen, man. Like you don't get on a call, see someone shoot themselves, and then go, oh, he just killed himself, or he just shot himself in the head, like nonchalantly. That's just not right, dude. That's just not right. These are CIA psychic assassins being sent to eliminate certain people, because what's happening now is they're gonna ramp up this takeover. There is this entity that seeks to return. Okay, I don't know if you want to call it the devil or whatever, but things are ramping up. 2026 is gonna be a very interesting year. You need to be paying close attention to what's going on. And I'll leave it there. But do some research, please.